Und damit herzlich willkommen zurück zu der Cat Lady. Ja, ich bin jetzt hier im Bad. Ich habe gerade noch eine Glasscherbe gefunden, hier vom Spiegel. Und ich habe jetzt, glaube ich, die Lösung. Also, wir drehen mal heißes Wasser auf. Und es wird richtig, richtig heiß. Ihr seht schon, es dampft richtig. Das ist schon richtig so. Ne. Ich werde einfach mal hier die Klingel nochmal drücken. Weil wir haben einen Notfall. Na komm.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
Ja. Ich fühle mich etwas benebelt.
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine, I'll call the doctor for you. But I can't help it if he's busy and can't get here straight away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Yep.
Susan Ashworth, 24th of May, 1970.
I'm just going to check your name band now to confirm that. That's fine. That's fine. I'd like you to drink this liquid, please. It will help you relax. It will help you relax.
Yep, nehmen wir. Ich will nicht. Wir hatten das in der letzten Folge schon, aber wir müssen.
That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better.
Ja, ich werde mich jetzt total auf den Drogentrip fühlen, aber wir brauchen das.
Now, go back to
Sonst
your room
geht's
and
nicht
rest.
weiter.
You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Ich dachte... Okay. Wir brauchen da nämlich... Der mittlere Spiegel ist nicht beschlagen. Scheiße. Das ist nicht gut. Deshalb habe ich eigentlich das warme Wasser angemacht. Das hätten wir jetzt gebraucht. Also gut, unsere Tür. Na gut. Ein Herz. Rauschgiftherz. Untersuchen. Ich werde jetzt einfach mal mit der Glasscherbe ein bisschen reinpieken. Und dann nehmen wir... So. Wir haben ein Namensband, ein Handschuh, Entlassungsbericht. Passt. Wir sollten uns hinlegen. Das ist ein furchtbarer Zustand. Boom. Da liegen wir. Okay, dann brauchen wir tatsächlich sogar nochmal eine Drogendosis. Scheiße.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Ja, du musst diesen ganzen Scheiß sogar nochmal mitmachen. Tut mir leid. Also gut. Untersuchen. Ich kann mich nicht ansehen, okay. Waschbecken. Dreh heißes Wasser auf. Okay. Haha, da haben wir's doch. Eil. Na gut. Dann rufen wir halt nochmal die... Oh Gott, ich kann das nicht zulassen. Tun wir es nochmal. Na gut.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
Ja.
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine, I'll call the doctor for you. But I can't help it if he's busy and can't get here straight away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Susan Ashworth, 24th of May, 1970.
I'm just going to check your name band now to confirm that.
Ja, passt schon,
That's
passt
fine.
schon. Her damit.
That's fine. I'd like you to drink this liquid, please. It will help you relax. It will help you relax.
Einmal noch. Einmal.
That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better.
Gluck, gluck, gluck. Medikamentenpanik.
Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Da hätten wir es doch. Der Name. Schuyler. Kann ich den nicht anschauen? Anscheinend nicht, aber wir haben es gelesen. Na gut, ich hoffe, das zählt jetzt einfach. Ja, ganz ruhig, ganz ruhig. Wir legen uns hin. Und blong. Und der ganze Spuk hört auf. Ich hoffe, das ist jetzt wirklich... Das war jetzt das letzte Mal, dass wir diesen Drogentrip machen müssen.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Sehe ich auch so, Susan. Können wir mit dieser Rede...
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
Schuyler.
Sheila.
Yes, it was my mother who sent you after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart.
Irgendwas stimmt nicht mit diesem Ort.
Something's wrong with this place.
I think it's really nice here. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favourite one. Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs. I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see. How about we swap our name bands?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. But that would be like a favour to you, yeah?
Well, technically, you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead. Does that make any sense?
Sure, yeah. I do want something better in return though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Oh, I never said you're stupid. I just really want to go home. Please understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff. What do you say?
I thought nurses give it to you anyway.
No, not that. I'm talking about the real thing. Something you can only get in the world of dreams. Now that is something special.
Is it safe?
It's perfectly safe.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Ja, willst du das hier haben?
What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it, I drink it down, and my pain goes away. Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes. I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right. Okay. No, probably not.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near, and yet so far. I can still hear the broken heartbeat of the spider's heart.
Wir unterhalten uns später. Ich hab dieses rote Zeug.
I'll talk to you later, yeah?
Yes, go. Be careful. They're watching us. And remember, we must be nice to earn the red stuff. Always be nice.
Poor woman.
Ja, die ist total am Arsch, also so richtig. Geben wir es ihr.
I've found the thing you asked me for, but are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. Can I have your name band now, please?
Yes, no matter what they say, I do keep my promises.
What do they... You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you for your help.
Perfekt. Ausgezeichnet. Dann müssten wir jetzt eigentlich am Wachmann vorbeikommen. Sollten wir es vorher noch lesen? Okay.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go. Can I go now?
Of course. Thank you, Mom. We'll see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
Eine Lagerraumtür. Abgeschlossen. War ja klar. So, nochmal eine Tür. Eine Tür zu einem Büro. Abgeschlossen. Na egal.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am.
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air. Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through.
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got
einen
much
Tag.
choice,
Ich
have
habe
I?
keine Wahl.
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
Ich lebe allein und das ist auch gut so.
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
Ich bin momentan Kellnerin oder arbeitslos. Ich habe keine Ahnung.
I'm between jobs at the moment. I'll find something soon. But it's been difficult. I didn't feel that great. I felt weak and powerless and tired most of the time. I felt really awfully tired.
Typical depression symptoms. We can give you something for that. You'll feel stronger and motivated.
I admire your faith in modern medication, Doctor. I hope you're right.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
Ich würde sagen, wir trinken einen Kaffee und qualmen eine auf dem Balkon. Warum denn nicht? Ein guter Morgen.
I drink strong coffee and smoke on the balcony. I know it's not a great start for the day, but it's one of my little pleasures in life that I find very hard to say no to.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
Ja, ein guter Freund. Ja, doch. Würde mir helfen.
A good friend. Someone I could finally trust. But I can't see anyone will turn up anytime soon. I've become a social hermit. People avoid me.
You'll have to try to open up a bit. Hopefully the suicide watch worker will work with you on that.
Don't think it'll help much. I heard they're not very good.
Really? Sorry to hear that. Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
Ja, haben wir alles schon ausprobiert. Hat nicht funktioniert.
Yes, it didn't help much, as you can see.
Just something to think about. I can see you're really willing to open up and talk about your issues. That's a positive sign.
I haven't really talked about my feelings for a long time.
You're doing very well so far. Do you have problems sleeping?
Jede Nacht.
Every night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you
Klingt
describe
vernünftig.
for me how you feel at the moment?
Auf jeden Fall besser als vor dem Unfall.
Definitely better than before the accident.
Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here. With a bit of luck you will enjoy life again. Suicide attempts often have that effect on people. Same as near-death experience. It makes you realize that you're not ready to die yet. Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
Only sometimes.
I'd suggest you don't consume any alcohol at all for a while. Does that sound like something you can do?
Yeah, sure. I'm not a big drinker anyway.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
Well, I used to think about it sometimes. Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
I suppose not. But I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide. That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point. Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Nothing was making me happy anymore. There wasn't a single thing that would bring a smile to my face. I kept thinking, won't it be better if I just disappear? I really tried to find something. Took a long bath, picked up a book, watched some television, but I just couldn't get into anything. All those things seemed like worthless distractions, and I myself felt obsolete. Needless. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Sometimes, when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me. But I guess people don't really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
Loneliness. I wish I had someone to talk to sometimes.
And yet you seem to avoid people.
Because they're only interested in themselves.
Not all of them, surely. I'm beginning to think you are actually afraid of finding a friend, because it would force you to come out of your shell.
Call it what you like. I'll sure be glad when I find the right person someday.
Have you imagined your funeral, and how people will react to your death?
Oh, I never really thought about that. But I guess it would be a cheap one. I don't really know what they do with people like me. Maybe they just throw us in a hole and forget about it, since there'd be nobody to visit my grave anyway.
I don't think so, Susan. The city would pay for it.
Or so they want people to believe.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
I don't really want to talk about this.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But
Sag doch einfach
hey,
nein.
I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Na gut, dann
I went
hinterher.
after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here.
Run, 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 run. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Irgendwas stimmt hier doch nicht.
The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute.
Okay, aber in den Flur. Keine Ahnung, was hier los ist.
Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
Warum sollte ich fliehen, wenn ich sowieso entlassen werde? Aber gut.
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way.
Na gut, dann nehmen wir halt einen
Turn
anderen
left
Weg.
here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
Ich habe ehrlich gesagt keine Ahnung, warum wir jetzt fliehen sollten. Ich verstehe das nicht, aber gut. Drücken wir den Aufzug, gehen wir hinein. Es wird eine Menge Ärger geben. Ich glaube, das ist keine gute Idee. Absolut nicht.
What are we doing on the roof? Liz, what the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz,
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape.
Nein.
Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
this is a bad idea. Come down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
Actually, I don't think you told me that story.
Maybe I didn't. Or maybe you just didn't pay attention like everyone else.
But, okay, I can prove to you that I listened. Just don't jump, please.
You can prove it? Fine. I'll give you a second chance. Did I tell you about my flatmate? Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? If you really listened, you will remember this one.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels. When you're trapped, and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
Ich sage jetzt einfach mal Valentinstag, ich habe keine Ahnung.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes. Valentine's Day. You've got this one right. But it's not enough. Don't feel responsible. You didn't cause me this pain. This suffering. I have to do this to be free again. Jump with me, Susan. Do it, while you still can.
No!
Alter. What the hell? Ja, das war's dann wohl mit ihr. Shit.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you are absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine. I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's all right.
Stop treating me like I'm crazy. Fine, I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway.
Sag bloß die...
The door is locked?
I plan ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong. I feel like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life. I like your green eyes and your sleek cheekbones. You're a clever girl, Susan, but the sadness has poisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it. For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
What the hell? Nein, hör auf, Alter. What the fuck?
Where am I?
Ich wurde gerade abgestochen. Mitziehen einfach mal.
Who are you?
I am the Crow, of course. I will get you out of here
are those doors? I can't see them.
Just walk back to the right side of the stage. I feel it is Suicidecat, mister.
Okay, aber ich würde sagen, das machen wir dann in der nächsten Folge. Und 4. Spiel erfolgreich gespeichert. What the hell? Alter, also... Ich dachte eigentlich, Alter. Na gut, ich wünsche euch was. Ich wünsche euch einen wunderschönen Morgen, Mittag oder Abend. Bewertet mein Video. Wir sehen uns. Bis dahin. Ciao.